Federal lawsuit has been filed challenging Georgia's new voting law, which was signed by Republican Governor Brian Kemp last week. The lawsuit filed by civil rights groups claims that the new law restricts the rights of voters, including voters of color and those in religious communities. GOP lawmakers claim that the law boosts confidence in Georgia's voting procedures. And in a twist that you have to hear to believe, one of the Georgia Capitol police officers who arrested Representative Park Cannon last week says that he feared another January 6th style insurrection would develop. Seriously? Really? Okay, so she was taken into custody while knocking on the governor's door as Kemp was signing the law into law in private. So let's remember that thousands of rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol. Not the same. I want to bring in now Tamara Stevens, who witnessed and recorded Park Cannon's arrest. Tamara, thank you so much for joining. I remember you now that I see you from the video, and you were standing, I think you were holding a sign. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. So you took the video of Representative Park Cannon's arrest last Thursday. I want to take a look, and then we'll talk more about it. Here it is.
One more time, like you're going to do something. Are you serious?
No, you are not. Represent.
She's not under arrest. What is
For what? Under arrest for what? For trying to see something that our governor is doing? Our governor is
So, Tamara, talk to me about what was going through your mind while this was all happening.
Well, we were really surprised by it, which you could tell by our reaction. Because Representative Cannon was not being threatening in any way. And the posture of the state trooper prior to him jumping up and arresting her showed that. He was leaning against a wall, his legs were crossed. He wasn't attempting to block the door in any way. There wasn't another trooper standing next to him preventing Representative Park from accessing the door. It was shocking. We were very surprised at the overreaction.
What were you doing at the State House that day?
We've been protesting for nearly a month now. A group of organizations have gotten together, and we've been protesting ever since they started introducing these voter suppression bills. There have been several of them that have gone through the Georgia legislature. We had been at the Capitol earlier in the day, and we had a protest scheduled at Hartsfield against Delta to try and apply some pressure to Delta. And the governor knew that we were doing this. It was scheduled, it was permitted at 5:30. At 5:45, we received notice via tweet that the governor had scheduled a press conference and was going to be signing the bill at 6:30. Now, there were several dozen of us at Hartsfield protesting, but we didn't want to bring a big crowd to the Capitol. So there was only about half a dozen of us that decided to get in our cars and head back to the Capitol with the intention of just doing a silent protest. We had the small signs that they allow us to bring into the Capitol. And mine said, "Shame on the Georgia GOP." And that was our intent, to let them know that they didn't get away with it behind closed doors, that we saw them, we were there, we're paying attention, and we're going to hold them accountable.
Tamara, the arresting officer in a 13-page incident report stated that if I did not take action, the other protesters would have been emboldened to commit similar acts. The events of January 6, 2021 at the U.S. Capitol were in the back of my mind. Okay, so Representative Cannon was knocking on the door in a place where she worked. Compared that to January 6th, the insurrectionists who stormed the Capitol, violently fought with police officers. What do you say to that?
It's unbelievable. There were 6 women, 2 elected female representatives. We were holding signs. We were not yelling. We were not screaming. Representative Cannon knocked on the door. She didn't pound. She didn't kick. She wasn't diving over state troopers trying to access the building or trying to access the room. She was knocking on the door. And for him to have compared that and those actions to January 6th, it's disgusting, and it's completely false.
Representative Cannon returned to the Georgia State House today in a sling with MLK the third and hundreds of supporters by her side. You're one of the co-founders of the No Safe Seats, an organization that has been protesting at the Capitol over the bill, and you were discussing, you discussed that a moment ago. Do you think her arrest is going to breathe new energy into the fight for voting rights?
Absolutely. It's just reinvigorated, because what we witnessed firsthand was the last gasps of power under that gold dome by white men. There was a black legislator that wanted access to see the signing of a bill that was going to affect not only her constituents, but Georgians all across the state. And they needed to put that black woman into her place. And that's what they attempted to do. And that's what we saw live.
Tamara, people ask me why I'm optimistic about where we're going in this country, and it's because of people like you. Because I think there are enough people who are doing the right thing and willing to stand up for what's right and be on the right side of history, and you're one of them. Thank you for appearing on this show. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And if anyone wants to get involved in Georgia, protectthevotega.org. It'll tell you everything that we've got planned going forward.
You be well. Thank you again.
Thank you.